Like, no.
Nope, it's just me.
Ah!
Oh, there she is.
I look a mess, people. Oh, my leg.
God, now you're tall.
I know.
I don't appreciate your height. Why do you have to be so tall?
I look. Oh, look at my rolls. They're rolling my hair.
I got rolls too.
That's
Down
pretty cute.
here, though.
Alright, people.
We're both tired.
And I look a mess today.
No, you look just fine.
I pulled it back.
What do you usually do?
Well,
it was different the other day, wasn't it?
Well, it was out like that earlier. It's just when I got home,
Way out, yeah.
I just pulled it back because it was just too much.
Oh.
But I had it like that today. It just was too much.
Speaking of too much, you ever had to do too much in a weekend?
Yeah.
Man, This weekend was full. Hi, everyone. I'm
Hi.
KJ from OC. This is my show. I'm back with the lovely Ashley.
Hi, guys.
Her
I'm
hair is
so tired.
That too.
I pulled it back, and I feel like I'm going to fall asleep as I'm talking.
She probably will. I just woke up.
Yeah.
She was watching a movie, and I went over to watch, and then I was asleep.
I was watching Dirty Grandpa, actually. It's very hilarious. If you haven't seen it, go see it. It's actually very funny.
Dirty. That's nasty. Shame on you. Are you a Christian still?
I am. In Jesus' name.
Well,
Don't he do it?
Won't he will? We'll see.
Won't he will?
You can find me on Instagram. You can find me on Facebook. You can find me right here, right now, for you.
And you can't find me anywhere because I'm just not on Facebook anymore.
She'd be like this. Peekaboo. No, I'm not even here.
If everybody knows me, I'm not a social media buff.
She's not.
So I have no Twitters, no Instagrams, no Snapchat.
Nobody tweeted you anyway.
That's very accurate. But I do have Facebook, but I'm like a ghost right now because I have not been on it. So.
Are you ever coming back?
I will.
When what?
Maybe Christmas.
Oh, so like in a week.
Yeah, maybe.
Okay. Well, tag me if you come back.
I'm going to
say hi.
I'm going to tag you. I'll let you know.
All right.
I'll let you know. I may not because I may tag it wrong or something. I don't know, but you know.
It'll break in the entire internet.
I know. Right? Becky's like, oh my God, she's on. She's gonna call me up like, is that you or someone impersonating you? Or hacked into your system, one of the two. Ew.
You ever see the old cartoons when they do that?
Yeah.
Ew.
No, don't do that.
And that's what I was doing Saturday morning.
Thomas.
Because I was sleepy. I graduated from my master's degree program with an MFT. Wait, with a master's in MFT, marriage and family therapy. I'm really tired. I'm really tired. But I graduated. It took 3 years, as I planned. And it happened. Friday was the hooding ceremony.
I love these smiley faces. These people are bearing with us.
Yes, thank you.
And our...
Can you see my eyes?
Just tiredness.
Yeah. Hi, Miriam.
I'm looking
Hi,
at
Rick.
this swoop, though, that I did. This is kind of cute.
You think he's something special. So that dinner Friday night, it was dressed professionally. Thank you, Miriam. I dressed professionally. You dressed professionally. Jordan dressed professionally.
That's very accurate.
I had 2 guests. And there was this one guy at another table across from me.
I didn't even see him.
Oh, I was watching him the whole time, but I thought to myself...
Did I look over there?
Who did? No, he was behind. He was like behind you to the left.
I looked, but I didn't really look like that.
But I was like...
No, I didn't. I wasn't looking to behind me.
Who the hell dressed him?
People do that.
Dude had on like sandals, shorts. Yes, this is live. Dude had on sandals, shorts, and what else? And a t-shirt. And I was like,
and it's very like formal. It's not.
Yeah.
It's not like we're on the beach.
I mean, people. I mean, they're kind of wearing suits or at least shirt and tie or something like that.
Yeah, because it was very formal. But
yeah, you don't have to wear like a ball gown or nothing like that. But dude, shorts and t-shirt and sandals, like sandals with no socks. That's horrible.
Sandals, period. It just wasn't appropriate. It wasn't the right place.
I like to wear sandals with socks because I don't give a fuck.
What's your prerogative? Everybody's talking all the stuff.
Everything's a song with black people. Put on some African drums.
It's my prerogative. It's not.
She's not my wife. She's just my co-host. That's
Who
enough.
said that?
Miriam. I used to be in love with Miriam.
What is it? I missed the what?
I missed the intros. Who's this lovely lady with you?
Oh, thank you. That's so wonderful. I wish you would have seen me, girl, when my hair was done. Right now, it looks a mess.
We have photos.
Yeah, no, we don't. Shut that
Well,
up.
other people have photos that they sent me from Saturday. So anyway, that dude was just crazy. What else happened Friday night? We had the hooding ceremony. So I guess when you get a master's degree, they give you a hood to put on your.
Shall I display the hood?
Oh, you want to go get yours?
I absolutely don't feel like it.
This is all your weekend now? Now it's your week?
No, I absolutely don't. Because you were seriously looking like you were trying to define what this hood, looked like, or describe to me what this hood looked like.
Well, just like it goes on the back and it kind of goes around your neck and stuff.
Hey,
and,
so
yeah,
why?
no, wifey. No, we're not.
Who is that? What is that, Milan?
No, it's Miriam still.
Oh, I can't see. No, Miriam, I'm sorry, sweetie. No, I don't need to. No, Miriam, I'm sorry. This information is very inaccurate. I'm sorry, Miriam.
Yes, we're very fun to watch. We're pretty knuckling futs. But anyway, so yeah, they put the hoodie. They put the hood on you as you wear your ceremonial gown. What do they call those things? The graduation gown, I guess, whatever.
Cap and gown.
Yeah, your cap and gown. That's right.
Yeah.
And then, we had to kind of walk through and kind of do the little ceremony thing, just kind of like pre-run. I missed the Saturday morning thing, the full picture. Mm-hmm. I missed that one. But you know what? I really don't care. When I saw it, I was like, oh, you got to pay for that. I'm not paying for nothing.
Oh, I didn't pay for none of them.
Yeah, I might. We'll see.
See, here's the thing. Undergrad, cool. Grad, no one cares.
Yeah.
Well, I ain't even gonna lie. Even the undergrad, I don't think I paid for them.
Yeah, I didn't pay for those.
Graduation, high school?
Yes, that I did.
Yes. Everything after that.
When you got a girlfriend, you go to the mall on Valentine's Day, and you get those pictures, because I did that.
Got you.
Do I still have those? Any ex pictures should be thrown away by now. It's been like 30 years. Time to move on. So Friday night, I was driving home, called my buddy Kevin. We talked for like 3 hours. We were on the phone till about 2-something a.m. Man. And then the only reason we got off the phone is because my phone died. I was about to plug it in because I heard it like getting scratchy, like oh shit, let me plug it in. So I forgot. And then it didn't last. And then it died. And then I still was awake for like 45 minutes. So it was 3:30. And you had to be at the school the next morning at like 8:30, I think. 8:30. And that just was not happening. That was actually my goal. I'm like, I know I'm supposed to be there
at 8. Did you get there at least at 9?
Yeah, I think it was like right around 9.
Oh, that's horrible because I got there close to that time too. That's horrible.
You live around the corner.
I know, but I came early because I know the seats were going to be taken. That's horrible.
Why are you judging right now?
No, it's over.
I don't need it. I don't need that. You
That's
keep
fine.
that. You keep that.
That's fine.
Thanks, buddy. Thanks, buddy.
You see that?
South Philly.
You see that? You see that?
Anyway. So yeah, then.
See, our comment stopped.
Cause you.
It's because of you.
Judging me. So yeah, I get there Saturday morning because I still had to pack stuff for the party. Like when I woke up Saturday, I had to grab the cooler from my roommate, go to the store, get a couple bags of ice. Cause I had the sodas in the car already, fill those up, pull in the bags of ice, then drive to the school. But I had to drive back from around the corner back to the 22 to 57 to just damn, this is far. And then it was not going to the Anaheim campus, it's going to the Fullerton campus. So it's even further.
Which is where I live.
Yeah. So it was a bit of a trek. It was a bit of a trek that morning, but I didn't miss anything that was uber important. Everything was handled. We took pictures with other classmates and what else did we do? I saw you. I went and got my camera. Jordan still has my camera, apparently.
He does.
Yeah, she's cleaning up her room. What else? Who else did I see? I saw a few people, I think, before graduation started. And then when the graduation actually started and we're sitting, that song, that first song, was it Our God is an Awesome God? No. What was it? It was touching.
It wasn't. I wish it was Our God was an Awesome God. So I'm
He reigns from heaven above.
He reigns.
No, there was some song they did in the very beginning.
Forever and ever.
You don't remember? It was a Christian song.
I'll listen.
Christian school.
It is well with my soul. They did sing that one.
It wasn't the first one. That was the last one.
That wasn't last, because it was the heavyset girl that looked like Michelle. You were nodding off at that moment.
Yeah, but there was a song before that when we were standing that I sang. Because I remember I was into it, and I was like, this is...
Oh, yeah, song. No, I didn't sing that one.
Okay.
I didn't sing that one.
I don't know if it's a pretty popular song, but anyway, we sang that song, then we sat down, and the gal next to me, who was also graduating, started using her phone, so I was like, well, I guess I'm going to use mine, too, and just kind of scroll through Facebook.
Oh, y'all was good.
See what's bracking. See what's bracking.
We graduated. I was sitting right next to Quaid, and Jordan was right next to me. It was
What was y'all doing? What was y'all doing?
It was bad.
Talking?
Me and Quaid was just cracking jokes the whole time, lining up and doing we were just doing the most. We were doing the most.
I was falling asleep.
Not falling.
I didn't fall. I was doing.
Come on, Pat.
I was doing the head nod. I was doing the head nod.
You did that, and
on
then there was a couple moments where you were stuck.
Yep.
And then there was other moments where it was like,
because I was praying.
Almost.
I was praying.
You
I was
say amen at the end, so.
Lord, let me stay right here. Nope. Okay, we're going down. Okay, got it.
That was me. that was me yesterday at work.
Don't tell on yourself. Don't tell on yourself.
These ninjas ain't got my Facebook. I ain't going there anyway. So.
Touche. Oh, I didn't even tag you.
That is my song, though.
I didn't even tag you.
Well, good.
It doesn't matter. Anyway.
My soul.
And then it was our turn to go up there. And I was ready. And I saw a few people in the stands. I saw my roommate. My roommates, plural. I saw you and Jordan and Mary. You guys were all sitting next to each other, right? Mm-hmm. Okay. I saw...
It was like a huge gap over there because we were like holding seats.
Oh, okay.
So I was like, I know he can see directly up here because it was like a gap.
I think I waved, didn't
I?
Okay, I thought so. And I think I saw my cousin. That was toward the end. And I saw Delora and Tiffany and Melanie and Adam. And then the dude who actually suggested I go to grad school. So, like, this whole thing is because someone sat with me one morning at my job in 2014? 2013. God, is it really? Damn, dude. That was 4 years ago. Dude said, you should become an MFT because I open up to you about everything. And
that's an accurate reason.
I share everything with you. And, like, you don't judge me. You just listen. You're a good listener. And like, I see how you are with the kids. And you're very relational. Like, all these different things. I'm like... He's like, you don't want to be here anymore either. I'm like, that's very accurate. That's fine. And he started looking up schools for me. I mean, to me, that says a lot because one, for him to suggest that, even though I hated school, I hated undergrad, and I was like, I'm never going to go back to school. I hated undergrad, and for him to suggest it, believe in me openly, and I've only known him like 3 or 4 months at that point, something like that. I was just like, I don't know. I'm going to kind of see what happens. And I started looking at schools. Like, after a couple months, I started looking at schools myself. Looked at Long Beach State, looked at Fullerton, looked at Azusa Pacific. And they all wanted prerequisites before you could apply, And I wasn't a psych major, so basically it was like, well, I'm a liberal arts or liberal studies major coming over trying to do
Well,
psych.
you had to do prereqs anyway for Hope, right?
You did, unless you were already a psych major.
I was already a psych major.
Yeah.
I didn't have to do it, but that's 6 extra units. That's money.
Yeah, and so I was like, should I go to a JC, get those, and then transfer over? Like, I don't want to do that. So I
Because
just
it may
wasn't
not
going to do
transfer
it.
over.
Right, exactly. So, but I would have checked first. But anyway, so yeah, I eventually found Hope through someone else who I knew, who suggested I go there. And I don't really speak to her anymore. She kind of fell off the face of the earth, so that's what happens. And she suggested I go there, and so I checked it out. And after one meeting with Daniela and getting all that paperwork in and stuff like that, got the ball rolling. And that was like fall of 2014.
Daniela was really good.
Mm-hmm.
As an academic coach, she was really good.
And a couple months later, I was
With Haya.
I was admitted.
Okay. You were with Haya, right?
No, that was like a year plus later.
And everything got transferred over to Haya, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Sorry,
Yeah.
I just...
No, it's okay. Yeah. And so yeah, that's how I got into school, and then started doing classes of one at a time. Or actually, no, it was like about 3 at a time. And I look back at this whole process, and I just think to myself, like, I don't know. I didn't think I could do it initially, but then as time was going and I was learning how to do these things and write these papers and stick to the script, basically, like how they want you to write papers, it's pretty, I don't want to say simple, but, it's like you'll get it. It's not rocket science.
Mm-hmm.
You just have to understand the stuff, learn it, read it, ask a question. People are there to help you, former students, current students, faculty, staff, everybody. Like, they're all there to help you. They want you to graduate. It makes the school look good. So why wouldn't they try to help you out, Like, if you're just not getting it, that's one thing. But if you're struggling, they'll help you out, I'm sure, And I could attest to that because I had a final paper that was due 18 days ago. I had a presentation and everything. They didn't like the final way my paper was, so I still had to do it all the way up until Wednesday of last week, which was, 3 days before graduation.
Yep.
Yeah. I mean, you talk about being annoyed. I'm thinking about graduating and my 40th birthday, which happened this past weekend, and I had to do a paper. Still. Well, everyone else was like, yeah, we're done. I couldn't relax at all, so. But, once again, it wasn't done the right way, so they're like, we want you to succeed, so we're going to help you succeed the way that you need to succeed in order to get out of here. So, right on. And, yeah, so Saturday, as we're all leaving from the graduation, I see one of my kids. He was the first one I saw. He was sitting like in the back row. I just saw you showed the video. I showed you the video. It was Ty. And then I saw him, and I saw Nikki, who's a big influence on me. I saw her, and then I saw my buddy Kevin, who I was just on the phone with the night before. And that's when I lost it. I'd already kind of been losing it, like just really emotional for me because there was so many emotions, happy emotions, sad emotions, angry emotions, just because there's so many things going on personally and professionally and stuff like that all at the same time that the graduation just happens to be surrounding all of that and there's so many parts to it. So I lost it, but I think the reason I lost it is because I felt supported, I felt loved, and it's like those tears of joy, It wasn't angry tears at that moment, it was just tears of joy, just like, oh man, you got my heart right now. And then my buddy DJ Camouflage was there with his girl, and she recorded my walking out and stuff like that. My therapist was there, my dad was there, I got family there from San Diego, like I said, my roommates were there. You guys were there. I appreciate everyone for being there. My buddy Josh Carmen, who does Faith in Whatever podcast, and he's working on his doctorate and everything. So yeah, I just felt a lot of support, a lot of love, and I don't always feel that, and I think that's why that day was so special. And I think we need to make sure in our lives that we're surrounded by people who can feed us that love and support that we need, right? Not just what they want to give you. Because whatever they want to give you might just be like the lowest of the low because that's just easy for them, And if that's easy for them, fine, they can go do that to somebody else. And maybe that sounds like a dickhead thing to say, but for me, if I need a certain kind of thing, sorry, Miriam, you live on the East Coast.
Miriam, where you live?
I think she's been in like the Philippines or somewhere for like.
Why you ain't take me?
You can't fit in the bag, knucka.
If I could scrunch up like this, nothing be in there.
But yeah, if you can't, basically, I saw this quote a couple weeks ago or a week ago that said, if you can't change the people around you, change the people around you. Meaning, you're trying to influence these other people to kind of, I don't know, to be better for you, better relational people. But if they can't do that or they don't want to do that, start changing the players. You don't have to continue to mess with them.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, well, welcome back. I didn't know you came back. Oh, Nepal. That's where it was. Yeah.
Nepal! If you've seen The Golden Child, you know what I'm talking about.
Napoleon Bonaparte.
Oh, was it? No, was it The Golden Child? It's like, Viva Nepal! Viva Nepal! Or was it Coming to America? I forgot. It was Eddie Murphy movie. Y'all understand? Keep going. I forgot which Eddie Murphy. It's going to be on my mind now. Viva Nepal!
So, yeah, that was...
I'm having a moment. Bear with me, people.
I noticed. Yeah, just change the people around you because you need that love and support in all situations. You don't want people, around you on a day that's very special for you to have somebody around you who's thinking about themselves and how they can look a certain way or how they can only think of themselves. Like if they're too busy to go to your thing because they're traveling, but they're supposed to be someone that's like major in your corner. Wow, I can't believe that. Or someone's like, no, I'm sick, I'm not going to go. But they're major and supposed to be you're supposed to be there. Other people were sick and they drove over too. So it's just like we all make decisions, we all make choices, and you kind of get to see who's willing to step outside of their comfort zone, and who's not. And if you're not willing to do that, that doesn't sound like a relationship I'm willing to have with a major person in your life. Like if it's someone you've known for 30, 40 years, like you start kind of changing boundaries a little bit, make adjustments. And it's not because you hate them, it's just like, well,
boundaries is boundaries. We don't need them.
Yeah, this isn't healthy. I don't know how to not care that you weren't there, or I don't know how to not let that affect me. So I just need to kind of change some things. It's not an anti-you thing; it's a pro-me thing.
And lessen our expectations of you doing the right thing.
Yeah.
Because they're just not going to do the right thing. They're just not doing the right thing and not, trying to do the right thing. And
honestly, they may not care because they have their own stuff going on and they just may not realize how important that was for you. I mean, I don't think I need to tell somebody, hey, my 40th birthday and my MFT, master's degree graduation are on the same day. I'm having a party. People who came that, I've known for a long time but may not be super close to, like, I couldn't miss this. This is like double. Like, this is huge. I'm like, yeah, Nikki said that. Ty said that. Megan, Dasha said that. So, I've been sending messages to people for the last 3 days, like, thank you for coming. And so I'm like worn out from texting.
You should throw like a thank you party.
By the way, that place charged me for not taking out the trash. 3 flights of stairs. $25 they charged me. Mm-hmm. I'm going to call them back tomorrow and be like, so where was it on the rules and regulations that says I have to take out the trash? Because I looked and I didn't see it.
Because there is no rules and regulations for that.
Yeah, there was rules and regulations and I saw it and I signed it.
Now, pulling the trash out of the cans and making sure you tie them, maybe. But as far as taking them down and up to the dumpster and all, no.
It's just dumb. Or I think that should have been said way ahead of time.
Did you guys sign a contract?
I signed a contract, but nothing.
It should have stated that in the contract.
Right, exactly.
It should have stated all the things that you have to do as the person who's, renting out this space for this time. Mm-hmm. It should have never been
extras added on.
Yeah, these are like random, things that cost money because it did cost $25, but it should have never been just like threw on you and said, okay, this is what you're going to pay for, and it's like, whoa, we didn't discuss this. Is it possible? What she said?
I hear what you're saying, but I think for the specific things that I'm talking about, I'll just leave it at what it is. I kind of, obviously there's more to the story I'm just not really getting into. But yeah, it's just people sometimes just too caught up in their own shit to realize how important, something is for someone. And be like, ooh, I didn't realize that. Like, I can't be like, oh, I had to go to the gym that day, sorry I couldn't go to your wedding. What? You know what I mean? Like, if you had a competition that day, that's different, but, it just, I don't know. Certain people's excuses for shit, you just think you couldn't have traveled some other day. I mean, was it for work? I mean, it's your own business.
It's been a long time coming, right? We all knew you was having it.
Everyone did. Even the people I don't really know that well. So if I've known you for a long time and you decided not to show up or you decided to be too sick to drive, yeah, I'm calling bullshit. And then the other thing too is for some of those people who, like I said, I've known for a long time, that were like, hey, I can't be there. Let's definitely get together afterwards. I appreciate those. I may not be able to follow through with every single one of them, but I appreciate those rather than just like, hey, I can't be there. Sorry.
They're FOSS people.
Like, huh? What is FOSS? Full of super shit?
Full of shit people.
Oh. I'm thinking FOSS.
FOSS. I said FOSS.
Oh, FOSP. I thought you said FOSS, FOSS.
No, FOSS.
Like
sorry, it didn't
shit?
come out right, but
That's
FOSS.
okay. It's okay.
Full of shit people.
Yeah. And so I'm noticing that. I'm gauging it from the responses I got and from the messages I got. I'm like, you know what? I could tell. I could tell when someone told me 2 weeks ago, I got to check with my wife and see if I can go. You got to check with your wife and see if you can go to my graduation and birthday party for my 40th and my master's?
Just say I got to check the schedule. Even though you should just go anyway because...
But then he sent me a text the day of, sorry, I can't make it, I'm sick. I mean, maybe he really was sick, but I could tell a week or two ahead of time, like, you're not coming.
Full of shit people.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding.
Yeah. Whatever his reason was for really not coming, whether he was sick or not, like I could just, I'm not buying it. So.
Can you click the blue thing off? It's gonna bother me. Thank you. So you need to clear it anyway. I'm just saying.
Anik says, like me, sorry I was so late. I don't blame you for being late because there was traffic that I actually endured on the way back from Cerritos after dropping Ty off.
But being late and not showing up are two different things. So
totally different things.
So you're good.
Yes.
You're good.
You did better than other people.
She's good, right? I'm saying she's good for you.
Yeah, she was.
Okay.
Yeah, actually, Eric had to drive her back.
Oh, okay.
To a friend's house. I'm not talking about you, Negro.
Hi, Tyrone.
She dated a guy who was a FOSS. Are you sure you don't mean fob? No, I'm just kidding. Anyway.
Oh, yeah, FOSS. We're going to set hashtag FOSS. Full of shit people. You got to put a P at the end of that, sweetie.
FOSP. Stop trying to say things I say.
Full of shit people.
Tyrone's going to take me to a Hammer and Nails. On him, he's going to get me drunk.
Hi.
And we're going to get our toes did. Yes, Eric is a really good guy. Eric is just a solid cat. I'm so glad he came. I mean, look at that. I've known him for like 10 years, but I mean, we weren't close for 10 years. You know what I mean? Like over the last couple years, we've been close.
Good job.
There it is.
We're going to start hashtagging that. Manny Petty.
And Eric flew in from Vegas, primarily for this. Yeah, he saw a few friends or whatever, but I mean...
It was a dual purpose. Yeah.
I mean, literally, he was with me from, 3 o'clock until 11?
Mm-hmm.
And then I saw him the day after from 5 o'clock to take him to the airport over in Long Beach. I was supposed to see him earlier, but I fell asleep. I was so worn out. But, like someone does that for you, you extend yourself to do that for them again, that's just relationships. And I just don't understand how other people just don't get that. But when you can't change the people around you, change the people around you.
I think, you ever seen that awkward moment?
No.
Oh, man. So it's just briefly, sorry, sidebar, because it makes sense when you say relationships. So in that awkward moment, it has like Michael B. Jordan, I forgot his name. Oh my God, I forgot his name. Anyway, and Zac Efron. Why I remember him? Because I remember his character when the girl he missed the girl's funeral, and he was supposed to be like in relationship with her.
Mm-hmm.
And then I think she said something very key in her line was being there for people is all about, like, all relationships are all about being there for people.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, oh my gosh, that is so true. And even though it was a small line in the movie, it was so powerful because that's true. Relationships is always all about being there for people. And if you're not there for people, one, you're selfish. And two, what's the point of us being friends if you're not going to be there? Mm-hmm. For me, or for whatever I accomplish, or the next step that I've taken, the next level I've achieved, whatever it is. And I just think being there takes a lot of you stepping out of you and being selfless, mm-hmm. and doing something for someone else, mm-hmm. other than yourself. And some people don't understand that concept, and that's fine, but you still need to figure that out for yourself, because when it comes time for you, and you want somebody to be there for you, just make sure that you've reciprocated that as well.
Yeah.
So
I've had some I don't have many parties, right? I think since I turned 21, I think I've had like 3 or 4 birthday parties or whatever. Mm-hmm.
Finally.
A friend of mine is supposed to come to like every single one of them, and mm-hmm. every time something comes up. I know one time, like, he had the birth of a kid, so, like, that's pretty major.
That's doable.
Yeah, so I'm not gonna hate on that. But when I'm turning 40 and graduating, and you say you want to come to a party if I have one, and I say, okay, I'll invite you, and I put everything together and I invite you, and then you don't go.
Excuse me.
Like,
you just...
What do you want from me? Like, I don't...
Like, how much more can I accommodate?
Yeah. I've come to your stuff. I've met with you when you were downtrodden and going through a lot of shit. I'm going through shit, and you were nowhere to be found. No phone calls made to say, hey, just checking in on you to see how you're doing. Not even because you know stuff's going on, just to see what's going on. Just to say hi. Anything.
Text message. Hey, I was thinking about you. How are you doing? Just checking in with you.
Yeah, something. You don't get them, or it comes one time and it never comes again. Mm-hmm. Inconsistent, lazy, I don't know, whatever it is, but it's just one of those mm-hmm. things. I'm just like, dude, I'm kind of done with the shit, like, you could be in my life, but just don't expect me to be what I've been for you, being there and shit like that. Shut up, Cam. This is Miriam. I'm sorry, I'm going to be sick of the week, so I'm not going to be able to make it to your party. Why can't we be friends? Why can't we be friends? Stop making me sing. But that kind of just this whole thing, like kind of knowing who's going to be supportive, who's not going to be supportive, mm-hmm. all of that jazz. Mm-hmm. It led me to say this thing the other day on Facebook. I think it was like Friday night. People are who they are, but they don't need to be in your life. It's just that simple. So people are who they are. So if people are just consistently inconsistent or selfish or what have you, and they can't be supportive of you, but you've been super supportive of them, stepping out of your time for them, and they just don't do that for you. They don't swing by and say hi. Like, I dated a girl like that once, where I used to try to surprise her and say hi, swing by her house and do like little cute shit, like, hey, I was thinking of you, so, I know we're on the phone, but I wanted to see your face. I think that's cute. Maybe not. I don't know, but whatever. I think sometimes she enjoyed it, unless she was actually in bed, then she didn't really enjoy it. So I get it. But, like, how are you going to step outside of your normal bounds to feed this relationship? Yeah. You know what I mean? So I don't know. I'm seeing that from people now, and if people can't do that, then, well, that's just what it is. And so I'm restructuring boundaries and trying to be in more healthy relationships.
Amen.
And there's nothing wrong with that. And so Friday night, after our celebration thing at the hooding ceremony, not like I didn't post it already. 140 likes. It's like one of the most liked things I've ever written. So I had to go get gas.
Don't become a likeist.
I had to get gas. I had to go to the 99-cent store to get, I think I had to get Spick and Span, some other stuff. And then it hit me. Oh yeah, I'm graduating. It's time to get myself a gift. I pre-ordered back in September, October, a game for myself for a PS4. I don't even own a PS4. The game was WWE 2K18. And they don't sell them for PS3, which is what I own. So that meant if I not only am going to get the game, I have to buy a PS4, but I have to be graduating in order to do this. Mm-hmm. Which, even though I turned in that paper 2 days before, I really didn't know if I was graduating. I'm like, I'm walking, but we'll see. So I went with the idea that I'm going to graduate. And so while I'm in line picking up my 2K18 game for the PS4, I went and bought a PS4 online through Groupon. And so it should be here probably in about a week.
Nice.
And I'm going to set it up and I'm going to play it. I'm going to play it a lot.
You enjoy yourself.
Damn right. High five. Not even leaving the house. Not even leaving the house ever. 50 hours a week, gaming. 60 hours a week, gaming. 80 hours a week, gaming. While I'm pooping, gaming. What it do? What are you doing over here? What are you doing? What is
funny
this?
How you did that and that,
what is this?
And that popped up.
We don't like that. What is this? What is this face?
You're an anus. You're an anus.
Sphincter. And yeah, so bought myself some stuff. What else did I do? I don't know. Is there anything else that I did this weekend?
Your party was awesome.
Party was fun. That's one thing I wanted to mention. I'm glad you mentioned the party again, because I don't know if you noticed, but I definitely noticed how much diversity there was there.
Oh, yeah.
If you look at the, like, it really tripped me out. And then I know you guys left, but okay, so we're going to talk about...
Don't say that.
What? You left. You had to go.
I know.
It's fine. I'm not mad at... Why?
I wanted to stay.
Then you should have stayed.
But I couldn't stay.
It's okay. I'm not holding it against you.
Oh, I wouldn't care if you did.
That's fine.
That's why I was saying that.
Have a thank you party for everyone. Son of a bitch. Have it at the same place.
No, seriously, and be like, you're taking up trash.
I know. I'm not signing shit. Never. The diversity. So, Zeta and Dasha are both from Nigeria. They don't know each other, but they're both from Nigeria.
Dash came?
Mm-hmm.
God fucking damn it.
Mm-hmm.
Ah! Why all the old heads come at the end?
You said the old heads?
Yeah.
A lot of OGs and thoroughbreds.
usually we come at the end.
Oh, like, we ninjas?
No, I mean, us younger adults.
She's not young. She's
that's
my age.
Whole point. That's my whole point. Well, I don't mean like that. But my point is that usually we come towards the end. It's so funny how that was reversed this time. Did you notice that?
Yeah.
Okay, sorry, keep going, because I'm a little upset about that.
Okay, you'll get over it.
I was like, everybody love Kingdom.
Yeah, well, got a little bit of love.
This ain't no everybody loves Chris moment. Like, no.
Everybody hates Chris. She's got to go to bed soon. All right, Miriam, we'll go ahead and go to bed. Send me some photos of yourself, and yeah, just kidding.
Very inappropriate.
What? I don't understand. I also do this on Thursdays, probably starting next Thursday again, because Tyrone's being a biatch. But anyway, so...
Why can't we be friends?
We can, but you have to stop singing first. Diversity. Okay, so 2 Nigerians walk into a bar. No, 2 Nigerians.
Relax, because I was waiting for you.
Mavash from Turning Point. She's one of the people I intern with. Mm-hmm. Margita, she's from Czechoslovakia. We had Latinos there.
Latino.
Where's Angie Carmen from?
Hawaii, I think.
She's Hawaiian?
She's Filipino, I believe.
Filipino? So is my roommate.
Yeah.
And Jewish. My other roommate.
I'm from Italy.
Get off of me. Get off of me. We had mixed people. People of black...
African descent.
African and European descent. Let me see. What else do we have? Do we have any Persians? Yes, Cam. I think.
Cam looks Persian.
Cam's Persian. Eric is Hispanic.
Eric is Becky's is El Salvadorian. She's Hispanic.
Okay, El Salvador.
Hansel's Honduran, so he's Hispanic.
Awesome.
Mary is Nigerian.
Oh, okay. I forgot about that. That's right. Mm-hmm. But I mean, right there, it's like 10 or 11 different places. Oh, and Anika's from Jamaica. I forgot. That's right. Thank you.
I'm from Italy.
You're not from Italy, Negro. And I'm from Orange County. So there you go. It's like 10 different worlds. No, but I mean, it's like 10 different locations on the map. That, I mean, it's just, to me, that's beautiful to see how much diversity there really was in that place. You know, I've been to parties for people for their birthdays and stuff, and it's just like all black, all white, all Hispanic. You know, like whatever it is. Like I went to my buddy Ed's birthday thing like a couple months ago, or no, like a month ago. All Asians. I'm not hating on it. All Asians, a couple white guys, and I'm the one black dude. But and I'm not hating on that. But it's like
being the only like token black person.
I'm so used to it by now.
It's so sad.
It's been 30 plus years when I first noticed. So.
It's so. Oh, I can see Nick right there. It is so sad.
Yeah, there's Nick. But yeah, it's just you see, just like so. What's the word? Homogenization. It's just like all the same, which is fine. I'm not hating on people who hang out like that, but I just realize how much diversity I have in my life from people I spend time with. You know, white folks, black folks, Latinos, and you know, one of the kids that showed up was half white, half Asian. You know, so it's like
who was half white, half Asian?
Melanie, Dolores' daughter.
Oh.
Or half Latino, half I can't remember. There's a mix in there, but yeah, she's mixed. But it's just one of those things. Like, man, this is truly beautiful. This is true. I mean, when you look at it, and I'm going to try to speak for God. I'm going to try to speak for God.
Let's see.
But when I do it, I don't think you'll be mad. All right.
Okay. Or maybe God speaking through you. But okay.
Nobody was having an issue with anyone because of where they were from or how they looked. Why can't Earth do the same thing? I know politics and all this shit gets involved, but if we could do the same thing on Earth that happens just for a couple hours of racial harmony, religious harmony, right? We had Jewish people. I don't know if there were any atheists in there or whatever, but Jewish people, Catholic, Christian. Was there any Muslims? I don't know if there were any Muslims. Last year there was a couple Muslims at my party, or at least one. So I mean, you know, that's just kind of like this is what it could be.
It was unconscious,
right? But it
was just a good thing. It was unconscious.
Exactly. It wasn't Diversity Day at the school. It was KJ's party.
Yeah, and it was just unconscious that we all. Like it's almost like fellowship. We all came together without question. And if somebody did have a question, it didn't seem like they had a question about anything or anybody. Everyone just allowed people to be people. Yeah. And no one...
Unless they were 18-year-old boys that were...
Please stop. This is grossing me out. Please stop.
How old are you? She got jokes.
I'm 18 with a car. Hope he's not watching. I really hope he's not watching.
He's not.
Okay.
But I will show it to him.
Oh, God, no. Oh, God, no.
I'm 18 with a lift. No, it's fine. Yeah, but that's just the beauty. I noticed it last year, too. It was just at my other birthday party. It was just like so much diversity. You know, and even if you look through my friends list, you'll see so much diversity, you know? You're not just going to see black folks or white folks or this thing or that thing. You're going to see tons of different people.
I wish we took like a big picture. That would have been nice. Of like everybody as a whole. And I'm not even a picture person, but yeah.
That's a good point.
That would have been nice.
I liked the little picture we took of the Hopers.
Of the who?
The Hopers.
What?
Me, you, Angie, Mary, Jordan, Angie.
Oh, we took a little picture.
Yeah. The Hopers.
I didn't see it, but yeah.
You're in it.
I know. I still didn't see the picture.
I'm
like, I haven't seen the picture.
I think it's on Becky's page. I got it from somewhere. I don't know. But people keep sending me pictures.
Oh, well, let's see the picture. I haven't seen the picture.
I don't know. Shoot. I know it's on Instagram.
Do you have it on your page?
No. I haven't had much to say over the last couple days except for just thank you all for...
I can't wait.
Where's Becky? What's Becky's last name now?
Flores.
Thank you. I'm like, that is not... That's her old last name, right? Okay.
I was like, you spelled Flores Oh,
Look at this. Look at this. Look at this diversity. I like this. Isn't Lily in here too? Is this Lily?
No? I got so black that summer. I'm not even that dark.
Oh, it may not be posted in here because it wasn't for.
She could have, because I know they just went to the game.
Yeah, that was adorable. Oh, there it is. Diversity, diversity, diversity.
Yes, dress!
Save. Just kidding.
Yes, dress.
Look at all these likes. I'm so cool.
Oh my god, yes, dress.
Oh, look, you did get tagged.
No, I don't want to see my Facebook. Stop.
Close your eyes.
I'm like, I don't want to see it.
We're good.
I'm like, I don't want to see it.
Oh, wait, Lily wasn't there.
No.
I just realized that. Okay.
Lily wasn't.
I mean, she showed up later, but...
Yeah.
Yeah, and what's her nationality? Is she Korean or Vietnamese?
She's Vietnamese.
Vietnamese. So, like, one more person added to the list is just, like, more diversity, and I love that, because it's beautiful. As a matter of fact, my roommate was saying, like, next time you have something or you're going to go somewhere, Jing, his wife, she can make you something, and you take it there, and you show people, like, what the Filipino cooking is like or whatever.
Amen. I'm
like, that's totally cool. You know, I started having ideas. I'm like, what if she wants to have a side business? What if she wants to start, doing that? And
or what if you throw a thank you party?
I'm not throwing a thank you party.
I was trying not to laugh.
I'd like to thank everyone for coming, so you guys can come back to.
I said, or what if? I really look like I was serious. Right?
Dramatic pause.
Or what if?
Yeah, so that was how full my weekend was. And I got this random text from my old basketball teammates. Elias Vargas, he just got his PhD in education a few months back. Super proud of that guy. I think he got it in like June, somewhere in there. Yeah, it was about June. My buddy Pablo, our other teammate, he's a member. I think is he touring with Korn. I think he plays bass for Korn. And our buddy Robbie and me, we're all in the same like little text group or whatever. And so Elias happened to find this photo of me, Merle Sengo, Pablo, Elias, and Robbie behind me and Merle going like this, which was funny because me and Merle are the only two darker skinned dudes in the picture. The other three are Hispanic. Like, why you pick the brothers? Why you picking the brothers with the buddies behind? Whatever. I was trying to be funny, but yeah, it was a really funny looking picture because I was 17 and probably weighed about $170, $180 maybe. So I graduated weighing about 200 pounds, but I was skinny as fuck.
You were tall too,
but only like an inch and a half shorter than I am now.
I know, but
I've just really filled out. Say something. Say something. She's gonna throw it for. Yeah, you should throw me a thank you party.
I asked you.
Stop! Don't fight! Don't fight!
I asked you. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh my god! Oh my god! Black people! Black people!
I wouldn't even know how to contact Happy. No, I would just call Eric and Cam.
Why wouldn't you just go to Facebook and look at who liked whatever?
I don't know what you like.
Just look at who hit like.
What if it's somebody you don't like that hit like?
I just
be friends.
did you see me delete her 20 minutes ago?
I did not.
Oh, I certainly did. I most certainly did. She gone. She gone. Anyway.
The old girl dead and gone. Dead and gone.
Oh yeah, it's a Justin Timberlake song. Get off of me, fool.
Oh.
All right.
She's been traveling on his page too long. Just kidding. Just kidding.
Creepy song. Creepy song. All right, I have to ask you this. This is the last topic, and this has nothing to do with graduation or anything like that.
I don't know.
Can you read this? Mm-hmm, what was the first major news story you remember as a child? Now, the funny thing is, I realize I'm asking a bunch of California people who grew up in Orange County most of the Orange County people, the same question. So a lot of us are 36 to 45. So there's going to be like 3 that are coming up a lot as a major news story. Mm-hmm. And then everyone else outside of that, you got 50-year-olds, people who didn't grow up in the state, and then people who are younger who got like others, like Cam. Cam's probably 9 to 10 years younger than I am. Didn't he just have his 30s? I forget.
He just had his 30th?
I think. Maybe not.
Oh my God, he's the same age as my brother.
I forget how old Cam is.
Or my cousin. My cousin's like 33.
Eric is 31 or 32.
Oh, yeah. He young.
Yeah.
My cousin's older than him.
But anyway, so...
Both my cousins.
The first story I remember as a kid is Baby Jessica in the well. There was like this...
I don't know what the hell that
this
is.
like 2-year-old baby. This was like 1980, like 2 or 3. So yeah, you weren't even born yet. This 2-year-old baby. There was this well out in like Texas, I think it was, and baby was crawling. I don't know who was on meth and not watching a fucking kid around a well, but hey, where the baby? Oh, there it is. Hey, so like I'm telling you, Kevin Hart. I'm just kidding.
I was like, what is all the gestures for?
That's my Kevin Hart. So, like I said, bang, boom.
Just kidding.
So
I'm tired, people.
Nobody's watching the baby. The baby's down at the bottom of the fucking well, scratched up. And you're like, is this baby going to be alive when we pull it out? And apparently the baby was alive. Someone said I think there was something someone did, and I think they like lowered like a microphone or like a speaker so the baby could hear the mom singing to her, and I think it like lulled the baby to sleep, and then they were able to pull her out. And the baby was fine. I mean, she's fine now. She's like in her early 30s, I guess it is. But yeah, or mid 30s actually. But yeah, so she's fine now. But it was just like one of those very early stories where it was just like round the clock. You know, they got her that night. Like I don't think it lasted hours and hours and hours. I think it lasted a number of hours. It didn't last like days. I could be wrong though. But even still, it was just like, man, they better get that kid out of there because not eating. No water. Shit. And I don't even know if she was in water in the well, because obviously it's a well, so how far down did she go?
Yeah.
And then you think, ghosts.
The movie?
Yeah, like the ghost could get her.
Oh, I thought you were about the movie Ghost.
No, like a real ghost could get her.
Oh, well, that's possible, too.
Just kidding.
That's possible.
That's the first story I remember.
I don't know what's the first. I mean, I'm trying to...
Actually, I had one more, too.
Oh.
You ready for this? Mm-hmm. You never heard about this guy. Richard Ramirez, the Night Stalker. Mm. It was probably a couple years after Baby Jessica. This guy was a serial killer between, I think, East LA and South Orange County, which is where he ended up, I think, being caught.
Oh, I forgot about that.
He
not that. I'm just checking something else.
Excuse me. Was, I think overall he killed like 13 people. He raped some people. I think he carjacked someone.
Oh, he had a good time.
He was on a good one, like for real. Like, dude, he's getting he was sneaking in your house. So there's this thing that people started doing was they had these locks on windows now. I don't even know if these things existed before, but they exist now, where like you put them on your window or on your window track, and you tighten the screw, and it holds it right there. So that way, if anyone wants to open it, it stops it right there. It's like a stopper, but it's screwed in, and you can't move it. Like if you're stuck out of your house, you're not moving that at all, unless you're breaking your window. People were putting those there. People were putting brooms in the back of the in the sliding doors. So that way
little stop it.
Yeah, We have one in my house right now. Y'all niggas ain't getting in. Mm-hmm. I guarantee you that. I'll take it home. We've been robbed. Damn it. But yeah, people really were looking after their stuff. I mean, because it was serious. It was serious. People were getting murdered. I watched a documentary today while I was in bed. My back was killing me, and I watched a 40-minute documentary, and it talked about how like this lady was getting into her, like innocent person. He didn't know her. He didn't know any of these people, but she's driving into her garage, and he was, I guess, standing around the corner of her apartment and followed her inside. So when she was closing it, he stood in the corner, and then she was getting out, and the thing was closing, and he made like a little sound, and then she turned around, and he shot her. She had her keys, held up her keys deflected the bullet. He thought he killed her, so he went inside. Her roommate heard the gunshots and was hiding. When she was hiding, she's then eventually wanted to see what was going on. He was right in front of her. Boy, that thing scared the shit out of me because it just turned off.
You're so scared.
Because I'm watching this documentary right now in my head as I remember as some of the story. But yeah, so he was standing like right, I guess, in front of her dramatically and shot her and killed her, and then took off running. And then the lady from the garage was like watching him. But yeah, this 13-year-old kid ended up seeing him lurking around the neighborhood in like this beat up old like 81-year-old wagon or whatever. I mean 1981 wagon, whatever. And had the license plate number. And what else? Yeah, remember the license plate number, told the cops. And at the time, the crazy thing is, the kid wouldn't say what he was doing to how he found out what the guy's license plate number was. Which is funny, because you're like, dude, you're like a national hero. You helped crack the case, you know, because when they found out what car it was, and they found it and fingerprinted it, and saw the fingerprints that matched to all the other locations and stuff like that, like, oh, this is obviously the guy. So I'm kind of wondering if he was doing something illegal. He's like, I'm not telling on myself, so I'm a 13-year-old kid. I can get in a lot of trouble, even though I'm a national hero. But yeah, it was just kind of funny. But yeah, Night Stalker, man, scared the shit out of people. And rightfully so. Rightfully so.
That's not funny, it's just interesting how that happened. Mayor!
Hey, what's up, buddy? Jamie Lynn says, my friend posted this in the comments for the OJ trial. Mm-hmm. 94.
I remember that.
Oklahoma City bombing, that was like 92, 93.
I do remember that one.
Made Jamie feel old. Oh, this is, okay, so here's the story. Allison Strike says, yep, I remember picking up a babysitter. She asked my dad to stop the car so she could run back in the house and turn the radio on. This is why. The thought was, if the Night Stalker thought you were home, he wasn't going to break in. He would think they were awake and not break in. Scare the crap out of me. God damn it. Trying to listen to the neighbors arguing. Cam said the Menendez brothers.
Yes.
The Law and Order version of that right now is very good.
Really?
Yes.
I'm
like 8 episodes
to go
deep.
through a little bit of that in our law and ethics class. If you had grooms, you would have went through a little bit of that. And that is all shade.
All shade? What do you mean?
Towards the other professors who thought they were teaching it.
Oh.
That's all shade.
Yeah, he's good. I didn't have him face to face. I had him on the internet.
Well, we went through a little bit of that case in there.
Yeah.
And about why the therapist needed to report, even though she didn't report until they mentioned something which made them report. It was a Tarasolve.
Because he still had access to kids, didn't he?
It was one little glitch in that whole system because technically she couldn't tell anything, the therapist, until that one incident happened, and that's when she had to tell.
I thought it was a he. The therapist was a he.
I thought it was a she.
Well, maybe they changed it for the TV show. I don't know. But in the TV show, the therapist is a he, and also billed them for visiting. Like he visited them.
It's a he or a she, either way.
He was giving condolences and then billed them for it.
Oh.
I was like, that's whack.
Yeah.
I don't know how accurate the show is, but it's dope though. If you guys are watching it or not watching it, you should be watching it.
Well, I remember before you get to the rest of them because I feel like it'll come up. It's like so many though. Like we can talk. Well, it's been a bunch of like crazy storms on the East Coast that hit like news.
You said storms?
Like storms, like snowstorms and stuff like that.
Yeah,
like
no one said storms at all.
Storms. Like natural disaster type of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's been a lot, which is interesting because I would think they would have went to Haiti, or they would have went to Hurricane Harvey. Like we can name every hurricane, honestly. Yeah. And besides storms, we're talking what happened in the 9/11s. what happened to the LA riots, the Rodney King, the sniper guys from Camden and Jersey, like the 2 black guys that were snipers, which is rare.
Oh, DC, right? Yeah, the DC sniper.
They came through Camden. Sorry,
okay.
But DC snipers, like
it was like 04, yeah.
Which is rare. Like when do you ever see 2 African American snipers, like male snipers?
True.
That is so breaking the stereotype, or just simply breaking the profile of what a sniper serial killer is. It's just it's quite a few of them. But I'm surprised no one said natural disasters. There's been a lot that have wiped out so many different places.
I think because we're so used to earthquakes over here, and our first major one that really did damage was 1989, the San Francisco one, like with you might see stuff like where the freeways collapsed and people were like trapped underneath. Like it just was very traumatic, very traumatic. And we felt it down here in Orange County. Nothing. I don't think anything happened here in Orange County. But then 4 years later was the was it San Bernardino or something like that? There was another earthquake, and there was damage definitely done in the Southern California area. Stuff falling off of people's walls and falling over and breaking and stuff like that, because it shook hella hard.
I'm surprised that no one from here said LA riots.
Let me see if you were
and like
if LA riots was
the
first major, that means you were born 4 or 5 years before that. Yeah, I don't know if I know people. Well, I'm sure I know people, but they probably just can't think of it.
I feel like that all hit at the same time with like the O.J. Simpson stuff, the Rodney King beating. Like, it was just too much going on all at once.
Oh, yeah. What else do we have? We have the Challenger blowing up. I remember seeing that in class. My teacher was... I mean, one kid said, "Are you going to cry?" And I don't know if he was doing it to be funny, but she pretty much shut his shit down pretty quick. Like, it's not funny, buddy. We're not laughing today.
And people, emphasis on 9/11, that was a huge traumatic thing.
But that's maybe for younger people then, because we're talking first major news.
Well, I was in 6th grade, so.
Yeah, but I'm sure you would have seen some major news.
But even then, it was other stuff before that.
You were 12, so I'm sure by 6 or 7.
It was other stuff before that.
Exactly.
Yeah, it was that's what I mean, like.
So you would have to be pretty.
Like the riots, like that's what I'm saying, the LA riot stuff was very prevalent.
So kids like Ty, Freddie, and Adolfo.
Oh my God.
May have witnessed, like they're born 96, so by, what was that, 01?
They're born 96?
96, because they all turned 18 in 96. Or they were turned 18.
No, it wasn't 96, so I'm like 7 years older than them, right? 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26. I'm 8 years older than them.
Yeah, Freddie and Ty turned 19 next year. In March and April.
They weren't 96. I know what, 92, 93, 94, 95.
Was it 95?
7, 98, 99. No, 95? It was 99 because my.
Oh, never mind. My bad.
My cousin is like 1990. I'm like, and I'm 8 years older than her, so I know it's 99. Like, you just made the cut.
My bad.
If you was born in 99, just let it go. You a 2000 baby. Just let it go because you turned 1 in 2000. Just let it go.
Let it go. Let it go.
Just let it flow. Let it flow. You're like, yeah, she goes.
John Lennon being killed. John Lennon was one of the Beatles.
Yeah.
See how I cut off your singing?
I know you did. I kind of stopped because I already felt the whole thing.
Princess Diana's wedding.
Oh, what about her death?
That was 96.
Her death? I remember her death. That was 97? A huge one.
Yeah, but that means you had to be born in like 1991 to even be close to witnessing that one, or 1990.
I know.
I want a bologna sandwich right now. I have one at home. Challenger, Night Stalker, Space Shuttle. See, it's like Challenger, Night Stalker,
this is a lot of,
Baby Jessica.
West Coast stuff.
Yes. I mean, like I said.
Yeah.
OC. Oh, Desert Storm. But see, Night Stalker and Challenger are way ahead. So that's why I think that's why he's ranking it or ordering it. Night Stalker, Challenger, Desert Storm on CNN. I was mesmerized. Let me see. I think there was another. Oh, there's a couple other ones. JFK Jr. I think he went down in a plane accident, like in the ocean. And then the assassination of Robert Kennedy, because Jackie's a little bit older, so she's going to remember stuff. Robert Kennedy! Yep. Him and his brother, man. That's a trip. And here's the one that people probably forgot. Yeah, Lorena Bobbitt. Chop Chop. You do not cheat on your wife because she will cut off your penis and throw it in the bushes.
Oh, I remember that. What about, what was him? Why can I think of his name? Mr. Cult like himself.
David Koresh?
No, the Cult.
Yeah, David Koresh. The other Cult. Before him?
You know him.
Jim Jones.
No, he's still in prison.
Oh, Charles Manson. No, he's dead. He just died.
Oh, he just died. I remember he just
died like a couple of weeks later.
Yeah.
Or, excuse me, a couple weeks ago.
I know what you meant. Yeah.
I'm going to read this thing about John and Lorena Bobbitt real quick. John Wayne Bobbitt and Lorena Bobbitt were an American couple married in June '89, whose relationship made worldwide headlines in '93 when Lorena cut off her husband's penis with a knife while he was asleep in bed. The penis was subsequently surgically reattached. I guess he had been cheating. Let me see. Oh, Lorena stated in a court hearing that after coming home at night in June 23rd, 1993, her husband raped her. After her husband had gone to sleep, Lorena grabbed a knife from the kitchen and into the bedroom and removed his penis at its base.
Good job.
Fuck. Good job if he really did that. I'm not saying I don't believe it. I think
there's drastic measures to take if somebody didn't do that.
I hear you.
You get what I'm saying? Like, I feel like if he did it, you're right, allegedly.
You're right. Because you have to say allegedly.
Allegedly.
Unless he went to prison for it, then it's like, okay.
Yeah, well, if he allegedly did that. We're not condoning or condemning. But, and her measures were a little bit extreme.
It sounds like something Lisa Wilson would say. Condoning or condemning.
I always say that. Condoning or condemning. But, her measures were a little extreme. You know.
But he never raped her again.
Amen. Don't he do it?
Lorena was taken into custody. Well, they found the penis after 9.5 hours. Or the operation took 9.5 hours. They reattached the penis. She was taken into custody. She was arrested the night of June 23rd. She told the police, "He always have orgasm and doesn't ever wait for me. He's selfish." See, if that's her first statement, that doesn't sound like rape. Now, granted, I can't tell you how a rape victim is going to, how they're going to sound, what they're going to say. But, damn. He always has an orgasm before me. He doesn't wait. He's selfish. Like, so did he rape you?
I wonder if it's other layers to that, and that's just the first thing.
There's levels of this shit. Yeah, that might just be the first thing that they used instead of what she actually said. This conversation with Peter Wentz was tape recorded and transcript read later in the trial. During the trial, the couple revealed details of their volatile relationship and the events that led to the assault. Lorena stated that John sexually, physically, and emotionally abused her during their marriage. She said that he flaunted his infidelities and forced her to have an abortion. Ouch. Her defense attorneys, which included well-known defense lawyer Blair D. Howard, maintained that his constant abuse caused her to eventually snap, as she was suffering from clinical depression and a possible bout of PTSD due to the abuse. I want to know what the actual... okay, so here we go. The jury found that Lorena Bobbitt not guilty due to insanity causing an irresistible impulse to sexually wound John. As a result, she could not be held liable for her actions. So to me, right there, even though it's not the same thing as Lyle and Eric Menendez killing their parents,
although
doesn't that give a base for it?
But yeah.
You know what I mean? Like if their parents really sexually molested them and then, abused them emotionally and all that kind of stuff, then they go and kill their parents. I know it's not the same thing as chopping off a penis.
Because that's almost like first-degree murder, though. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's... And please, law people, don't attack me. I don't know the proper terms. But I'm just saying, I think with the Menendez brothers, they murdered their family versus, hey, you just chopped his penis off. One isn't better than the other, but I'm just saying one still survives and gets your penis back on, where the other two are deceased.
Yeah.
You know, and... regardless of why they did it, because I'm pretty sure they both, on both sides, they had reasons as to why they did what they, or they felt that what they did was okay, you know? And
I would say because the molestations and stuff happened over a longer period of time, then I'm going to assume, I'm definitely going to say that it happened longer than the rapes and abuse did with John and Lorena Bobbitt, because they were married for 4 years, and those guys were kids of the parents for, 20-something years. So it's like you have a much longer window for abuse, you know. So, I mean, if you're going to give her this, and then you have longer abuse and sexual abuse to kids, your own kids, I don't know. Because I'm watching the show, and I'm just like, you need to let these kids go. Like, these kids don't need to serve any time for, you got multiple witnesses saying, yeah, I know his dad was doing that to him. Like, and I know the mom was doing that to him. Like, what?
Yeah, I don't agree with the justice system in my opinion, because there's no ounce of it that's actual justice.
No.
It's just, the same way they tell us in therapy, it's case by case.
Mm-hmm. And the way that this judge is portrayed in this TV show is like he's just really not wanting the Menendez brothers to win. He really wants them to do time because he's also up for re-election. So you could see the dirty politics of it too. Like I said, I don't know how accurate this is because I was very young and didn't know. I still don't even know what happened to the Menendez brothers, if they're free or not. But I'm watching the show like I watched the OJ one. Like, okay, bring it on. I know what happened to OJ, but these guys, I have no idea. But anyway, so back to big stories. Rodney King, that was the first one you remember? Raquel, you crazy?
I said Rodney King.
Rodney King, that was 91. I mean, she's only a year younger, maybe 2 years younger than I am. That's why I'm tripping. I'm like, oh, Trini, We Are the World. I wouldn't say that was a major news story, but I'll give him that.
Michael?
Michael Jackson and everybody. Mona, JFK. So I think that's like the oldest one.
See, Princess Diana did. She did say that.
Oh, he did. Well, see, he also said We Are the World, too. So, but that means he missed Baby Jessica. That means I also don't know where he was born. So, not too fair to throw that at him. Because I don't know if he was born in America or was living in America at the time. I think he came from somewhere else, but I'm not sure. And then, the day Kennedy was shot. So, you got 2 JFKs in there. And then Mary Ray, I don't know if you met her. She was friends with Nick. And she sat next to her. She had short white hair.
Glasses, white hair.
She's the one who has the peanut butter party every year?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. She said, I remember my mother crying as some white men were blocking the door to the school that a little black girl was trying to enter. Desegregation. Mm-hmm. Just think of how crazy that was. Like, that wasn't that long ago. And to think people are still alive from that time.
That's scary.
You think of like some of the most iconic pictures from that time, right? Like the one, I think it's like a white girl with glasses. And she's just like screaming her head off. And like this little black girl. Where is it? There it is. This is the one. This is the one I'm talking about. This chick right here. Screaming. Look at her. Look at them. It's all just...
I thank the Lord I wasn't born back then.
Oh, I know.
It was a reason he didn't have me born back then.
Honestly, you probably would have been much like everybody else because that was just...
Nuh-uh.
You ain't no thug life.
They would have just hung me. we both just went down fighting. It just would have been that way.
High court bans segregation in public schools. Just think, there are people who are, this is what, 1960 something? This is 50, 60 years ago?
Yeah, I
could have been 17, could have been 12, could have been 5. Who knows how they think now?
That's like a bad nightmare for me to be submissive.
Race mixing is communism. Stop the race mixing. Wow.
As you rape our black women, shut the hell up.
And all we want to do is live.
Happiness is respect.
Look at that angry face, though. Like...
And don't even know why they mad. That's the even funnier part. It's like, you so angry with the world.
Look at that. Just like foaming at the mouth angry.
You're taking up our air.
Southern whites are the Negroes' best friends, but no integration. Yeah, we like black people. We just don't want them living around us.
Because you're sucking up our good white air.
Look at this little girl.
Wow.
Just wants to go to school.
Furthermore, they should have just had a conversation.
And go back to Africa. Wonderful.
They should have had a conversation with God and said, why did he put us on the earth with these Negroes?
The whites have rights too. Wow. It's so interesting to see signs from this time. And look, the American flag. What does that have to do with anything? Like, I guarantee you, somebody who was maybe 20 years old and kind of understood some politics from back then, if they could explain things now and say there's a lot of similarities, black, white, whatever, like, I don't care, just you understood politics back then, you're going to find similarities from then to now. white versus black, Southern whites versus blacks, period. Black people don't have the right to do this, this, or this. Why are they always protesting? We're always protesting. What are you protesting for now? What are you crying about? Yeah, I even saw John Wayne say something about that. Tell people to stop crying and suck it up. Like, oh, it's easy for a white man with a movie contract to say, right?
Because you got money.
I did it by myself. I pulled myself up by the bootstraps. I'm sure the fact that you lived in a segregated country had nothing to do with that. Yeah. But now we live in an area where this isn't an issue anymore. We're talking about diversity, and it's a beautiful thing. And I thank you all for joining me and Ashley on the KJ from OC podcast.
Lucy, I'm like...
She's about to go to bed.
I am.
I'm about to leave.
Very hard. Like, go to the bed, and that came off wrong, but you get my point.
I'm leaving. I'm staying here. It's going down. She's going on vacation next week, so I won't be here next Tuesday.
Or the Tuesday after that.
Or the Tuesday after that.
Or the Tuesday after that.
Are you really gone for 3 Tuesdays in a row?
I am.
See you in February, kid. You know you're selfish, right?
Maybe the third week of January.
Maybe I'll make Jordan do a show with me next Tuesday.
Absolutely.
Maybe I'll get
I like
Lily.
when people go like this.
By the way,
I don't know.
my favorite C word. Did you get my message? My favorite C word. I messaged you and Lily that night because I was looking it up. I told y'all I'm gonna figure it out at like 4 in the morning.
You did.
What was my favorite C word?
I still didn't look. Let me go look.
Unbelievable.
No, I looked, but it was so late. I was like, I ain't watching this right now.
Hold on. I think it was like.
You did, and it was late too when you messaged it. I was like, what is going on?
It is. I'm gonna find it first. Is it compassion? No.
You still don't remember it.
Shut up. Compromise.
I said that.
No, you didn't.
I said it was the first damn word I said.
I guarantee it.
I guarantee it was the fourth. If I'm this hype, I'm telling you, I guarantee, because I said compromise. We said that long time ago, because it was with relationships and reciprocation. Compromise. We said that long time ago.
You ain't said nothing. Anyway, we out. I'm going to go watch this old video from last week so I can tell Ashley she's wrong. Because she never said compromise. And I wish you guys were watching still, but you're not. So, good night. We out.
Night.